What it do, homies? We are back with some more Mili. This time we are checking out the song SAIKAI, okay, Limbus Company. Now I did a little research prior to this video right here because I've been trying to do that lately. You know, I've been reacting to all the boss battles and whatnot. Sometimes I like to do some research while I'm doing the reacting and everything, but other times I want to do it before. In this case, I had just got done reacting to the boss battles, I believe 9 and 10, which was about Arya and Ryoshiu, how you pronounce the name. So, you know, I'm familiar with that, you know, that story that, you know what I mean? So when we look up this song, it says that, you know, reunion, right? Some of the three overreaching kind of topics in this song: reunion, love and affection, and then overcoming the past, which of course, like I said, now that I know a little bit of the backstory, it kind of helps, you know, to listen to this song now with context. You know, I always wonder if it's going to be more enjoyable this way. Sometimes I like to just figure out the answers through it, but this time I'm going to try it the other way around, where I know information. Now let's see what I think about the song. Let's go ahead, shut up, turn it up. Get reunion. Yeah, that's right.
When I was young and lost, you showed up and had my doors unlocked. Like threads, petals unfold. You have shown me that I am still capable of caring for someone else, that I still bear the same innocence inside. 'Cause now I know that pain cannot define the past. We are built to overcome endless mishaps. You know it is not so bad when you are with me. Cherish as long as we last. 'Cause S is not for sayonara. Let memories play back.
Okay, I think, you know, with the context of these lyrics, even without doing any research prior, I would have understood at least what we got going on. You know, like I say, obviously we know it's for the reunion and everything, but the way that these lyrics are kind of crafted, you know, let's just kind of remove the game aspect from it. I know you really can't, you know, when it comes to like Mili songs, because, you know, they design these specifically, you know, for the song, but the way that they write their lyrics, right, that you can take any part of it, they really write it in a in almost kind of like a grayish kind of way, right? Like obviously it was inspired by chapter 9, right? The unsevering, but an unsuspecting person like me, you know what I mean, who've listened to these Mili songs without having information, I gather other things from it. Like you could just take this like from real world experience and everything, overcoming the past, or the pain won't let, you know, the pain won't define the past or whatnot, right? Because the present is still, you know, to come. When the present still to come, the future is still to come, right? And you don't know that there's pain there, and obviously that's going to become past, and sometimes that's going to be happy moments, right? So it can't be all pain, you know what I mean? So I like the way that they're doing that. Also, the visuals that we got going on here, right? One of the things I'm sitting here trying to understand is this is a powerful visual. We have all of these. You see how all these are, you know, the leaves are withered away. More than likely, if you put a set of plants together, even if they bloomed at different times, they all, for the most part, will probably die around the same time, right? Or at least look for the where all of these kind of look like they perished at the same time, except for this one, right? That, I think that's the more interesting thing. Not necessarily that she's holding this one, just the fact that all of these look like they perished at the same time, except for this one. Now we all know that just simply, I mean, it looks like their sun, but they perished anyways, right? I don't know if there's rain, but there's at least some sun, right? And they perish anyways. This one's almost gone, but it looks like it's held on to the very bitter end. But these ones that all perish, what am I to make of these, right? We're cherishing this in the make of forgotten, you know what I mean? And it's in the plenty, kind of like you're holding on, right? Again, to the past, because that's what these are. They're not as beautiful as they were. But if I coddle it, if I put enough attention with it, maybe that will slow the memory from going away. But we can't keep all of our memories. You know what I mean? Some of them we forget, some of them too painful to remember. So we kind of just let those go. And I think that's what these other plants right here. And so many words, right? I'm over here trying to find my words as I'm talking to you. The visual is just as powerful as the music.
I knew I must step up. You deserve the world and more. The truth is that you rather spend our limited time together. Protection alone is not enough. Providing cannot fill an empty cup. Thirsting for love,
Providing cannot fill an empty cup, thirsting for love. You know, I always subscribe to the thought that, you know, specifically talking about, you know, parents and everything, not necessarily on the mother's side, but I always, you know, subscribe to the thought that there is a difference between a father and a daddy. You know what I mean? So, and this right here, this sentence right here can kind of sum it up as well. You know, I always thought of, you know, and this is just my headcanon, right? Daddy, father can mean the same thing in a lot of you guys' heads, but in my head, I think it's a difference in being somebody's father. And it's semantics, you know, not semantics, but words. But anyways, for the sake of what I'm about to say, I always thought like just a daddy, right? Providing, right? I'm just providing your basic needs. It almost kind of feels like a chore, right? Like it's a job that I'm just checklisting things off, right? But there's no care behind it, right? There's no intention behind it. It's just like, oh man, I just got to do this. It really sucks. I like, you know, like the kids an inconvenience, you know what I mean? So, and versus, you know, you wanting to do this, right? You can provide, but you can still kind of give love. And I think that's what they're trying to say right here, that providing cannot fill an empty cup, thirsting for love, right? You need more than providing. Yes, you do need to provide, but you need to provide with intent. You need to provide with the intent of loving this child. And the children know. They know. Some of you guys, right? We were all children before. Some of you guys, unfortunately, probably know what it's like to be provided for with the absence of love, without the presence of love. Yeah. Okay.
thirsting for love, I questioned myself a lot. What do I know about love? How can I recreate what I've never had? All I know is that I must keep you thriving. If nutrients are what you lack, I will water you with every drop of blood I have. But now I know that sacrifice is
This is some powerful stuff, bro. And as I was telling you guys, if this is your first time on my channel, so I'm a parent, and I know the story between Rio and Aria, that she hit her, but then it was an accident, right? She hit her and everything, but will you forgive me and last and stuff like that? It just makes you wonder, makes you reflect, especially those who have children. Some of the sacrificing stuff that you make as a parent, you know what I mean? The kid won't understand, but it's for the better. I mean, you just hope that when they get older, you know what I mean, that they can understand. But in this case, this is all fantasy. It turns a little different, folds out a little different way. But, like in real life, I'm pretty sure some of you watching has probably been in that situation where you're just like, oh, now that I'm a parent, and that's what's also kind of crazy. Like when you do have kids, like sacrificing and stuff, and sometimes you don't fully realize the type of stuff that your parents did for you or didn't do for you until you become a parent yourself, until you have your own kid. And then it's either going to give you a lot of respect for your parents or, or, maybe a lack of respect, it really all depends. But, songs like this, especially the topic, especially what chapter 9 was all about, outside of the game, outside of the fantasy, just makes you kind of reflect on real life, and that's what I end up doing whenever I'm listening to like music and everything. Well, I know the answer is in black and white as far as what the song's about, but what else can you draw from it? You know what I mean? So anyways, y'all let me know what y'all thought about this down in the comments. Dave's out.